In this class 7th standard mathematics integer lesson, in that integers already we discussed some of the problems. Now properties of integers. What are the properties we see in integers? Let us see one by one. Now the first property is closure property. Closure property under addition, under subtraction, under multiplication, under division, whether it holds good or not, we are going to check. The first one, let us say a plus b is equal to c. What is the meaning of this? So where a, b, c are integers. I am doing closure property under addition. Let us take an example. A is equal to 1, b is equal to 2 and c is equal to 3. Let us see this example. I consider a is 1, b is 2 and c is 3. Now, whether it holds good or not, we are going to check. A plus b is equal to c, where a is integer, b is integer and c is integer. We know already the integer definition. Whole numbers and their negatives. What are whole numbers? 0, 1, 2, 3. These are whole numbers and their negatives. 0 negative is 0, 1 negative is minus 1, 2 negative is minus 2 and so on. That means all positive numbers and negative numbers. All are integers only. Now, a is 1 we consider and b is 2. Now 1 plus 2 is, now c I am not going to consider. Let us say a plus b only. Now 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 is also an integer. That means it is satisfied. Any number you take it a and b, when you add it, you will get one more number, and that what you will get the number that is integer. For an example, one more. A is 9. B is 100, so 9 is integer, 100 is integer. Now I am going to add 109. 109 is also integer. Let us say one more example. Let us say minus 1 plus 2. A is minus 1, B is plus 2. So 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 is also integer. So in all the way, it is satisfying the integers. That is, when I am going to add any two integers, I am getting one more integers. That's why a plus b is equal to c. In the same manner, that means closure property satisfies under addition. So it is holds good. Now whether subtraction, closure property under subtraction, whether it is holds good or not, we are going to check it. Same, a minus b. Let us say a is 1, b is let us say 2. 2 minus 1 is minus 1. 1 is integer. Minus 2 is integer. We are getting minus 1 answer. That is also integer. That means when we subtract any two integers, differ any two integers, we are getting one more integers. So this is also satisfies us. That means closure property satisfied under, holds good under subtraction. Now multiplication. In the same manner what we done, addition and subtraction, it is also same. Any two integer multiply, the product of any two integers, we get one more integer. Let us say a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2. So a into b is equal to, that is 1 into 2 is equal to 2. So a, that is 1 is integer, 2, b is integer, 2 is integer. What we are getting the solution, that is also integer. That means 1, 2 and 2 are integers. That's why the product of any two integers is always an integer. This is also holds good. closure property holds good under multiplication. Now we are going to check division. Division also same. Any number you take it, integer, any integer, divided by one more integer, that is 4 by 3. Now what we are getting? 4 by 3. 3 ones are, when we divide it, 3 ones are, and 1 is remaining, decimal 10. 3 3s are 9. 3 3s are 9. 3 3s are 10. So it is in a decimal. Decimal is integer. Check it yourself. If it is integer, then it satisfies us. Otherwise, no. So this is a homework for you. You have to check it. A divided by B is equal to C. Whether division is holds good under closure, yes or no, you have to check it, and in the comment box you have to type it. Okay. Now the second property of integer, that is commutative property. Commutative property under addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, whether it holds good or not, we are going to observe here through some of the examples. I already wrote here. Now the first one under addition. A plus B, where A and B are integers. A plus B is equal to B plus A. You take any two number, let us say 1 and 2, add it. 1 plus 2 is how much? 3. It is 1, let us say 2. 1 plus 2 is how much? 3. Now this addition, you revise it, reverse it. That means B means what? 2. A means what? 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 1 is also 3. So it is satisfying. 3 is equal to 3. You are all understanding? So take any number A and any number B, add it, and when you reverse the number, that is addition, you write B as this and here A. Here also when you add, you will get the equal number. We will take one more example. Let us say A plus B is equal to A I am taking as 9, B as, let us say, 9. Okay, or else I am going to take 2. Now 9, A means 9 plus B means 2. So I am getting 11. Now reverse it. B plus A. B means what? 2. A means what? 9. I am getting 11. So A plus B is equal to B plus A satisfies us. That means addition is holds good in commutative property. If they are equal, then it is holds good. If we are not getting imbalanced solution, then it is does not holds good. Okay. So commutative property under addition, it is holds good. Right means it is holds good. Otherwise, I will put a wrong one. Now we will see this one. One more one. This is A and B are integers. Now you take it A. Now I am doing subtraction, whether it is holds good or not. A is equal to, let us say, number or different number 7. B is 5. Now A minus B. A means 7, minus as it is, B means 5. So 7 minus 2 is 5 is 2. Now in a reverse order, B means 7, not 7. B means what? 5. A means 7. I am getting minus 2. So here 2 and here is minus 2. Whether property holds good? Certainly no. 2 and minus 2 are, whether they are equal? No. Does not holds good. Commutative property does not satisfy under subtraction. Now in multiplication, I'll use the same numbers. A into B This does not holds good. Subtraction. Now I am going for multiplication under commutative property. A into B. 7 5s are 35. Now B into A, that is B means 5, A means 7. 5 7s are. Both the numbers are same. That means it satisfies this. Commutative property under multiplication holds good. Now last one, that is division. Fourth one. A divided by B, B divided by A, whether they are equal or not. Does not satisfy. Now this one, A divided by B, B divided by A, whether it is satisfied or not, we will going to see. Let us consider A as a 4 and B as 2. Now B means what? 2. A means what? 4. Now 2 ones are, 2 2s are. Its solution is 2. Now this is 2 ones are, 2 2s are. It is 1 by 2. Whether both are same? Certainly no. So they are not equal. So that means commutative property does not holds good under division. Okay. So this is the way to find the solution. Okay. Next. Now associative property. The next property, associative property. In that also we are going to see whether this property satisfies under addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Whether they satisfy this or not, whether it holds good or not, we are going to verify by using some of the examples. The first one, and every property we need to understand that the variables, that is A, B, C are integers. Okay. The first one, A plus B plus C is equal to again A plus B plus C. What is the difference between these two terms? Now here first I am going to add, concentrate here, B plus C. But here I am adding A plus B first. Later on I am going to add C. Here also B plus C, later on A. So bracket says that first add me, later on the next one. Similarly, subtract this, later on this. Subtract this bunch, later on this. Multiply this and later on this. So we'll take again a small example, whether it is holds good or not. For every problem we are going to see. Now I'll rub this. Now you see, I am considering the number, let us say A. A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2 and C is equal to 3. Very small numbers I took. A plus B plus C. A plus B plus C is equal to, what is A? A is 1, B is 2 and C is 3. Now 1 as it is plus 2 plus 3 is 5. So total sum is 6. Now this one I will take, that is, this is LHS. Now RHS I will take it. A plus B. A means what? 1. B means 2. C means 3. The only difference is first I am adding this bunch. Here I am adding the first bunch. Now you see, 1 plus 2 is 3. Again this 3 as it is. Now 3 plus 3 is 6. Here also 6, here also 6. That means the solution is numbers, answer is same. So that's why it holds good. So associative property under addition is holds good. Now we will see whether subtraction also holds good or not. We will see with the same examples. Now I will subtract LHS A minus B minus C. So same number I am taking. A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, C is equal to 3. A means 1 minus as it is. B means 2 minus 3. Now first this 3 minus 2 is minus as it is. So 3 minus 2 is how much? 3 minus 2 both are different sign. 3 minus 3 is plus 3. 3 minus 2 is 1. And which is the big number in these two? 3 is big. Back side is minus, that's why minus. Okay. Now this is equal to 1 as it is. Minus into minus plus 1, total is 2. We'll see this one. Total is how much? 2. Now this one, this side, RHS side, all minus instead of plus. Let us see this one. So minus minus. 2 minus 1 is minus 1. This minus 3 as it is. Now both are same sign. Minus 1, minus 3, both are same sign, means add. 3 minus 1 is 3, minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. Now you see the solution. This is 2 and this is minus 4. Both are not equal. So it is not satisfied. That means associative property does not hold good under subtraction. Now again same problem we will see in multiplication. Okay, whether it holds good or not in multiplication. So LHS is equal to A into B into C. So first brackets are here. So what is A? A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. 1 as it is. 2 3s are 6. So 6 1s are 6. Now this one, that is RHS. A into B into C. The bracket is this side. Now A means 1, B means 2, C means 3. 1 2s are 2, 3 as it is. 2 3s are 6. Now you compare the solution of this 6 and 6. This solution is 6. Again here also 6. That means it is holds good. Associative property holds good in multiplication. Now we are going to check whether division is also holds good or not. Okay. Now A divided by B divided by C, LHS. So what is A? A is 1 divided by, now this one B divided by C, B divided by C, B is 2 divided by 3. Now this one as it is, this division becomes into, try to understand, you learn in 6th standard. Division becomes into, then it will become reciprocal. 2 divided by 3 becomes 3 divided by 2. Now 1 into 3 by 2 is 3 by 2. Now I will check this. RHS. A divided by B is 1 bunch and divided by C. Now A means 1 divided by B means 2. Okay, this divided by C means 3. Here nothing means 1. Okay, now is it visible? I will go here. Now 1 divided by 2 as it is, division becomes into, then this will become a reciprocal. 3 by 1 becomes 1 by 3. Now 1 1s are 1, 2 3s are 6. Now you see this number and this number, both are same? No. So no means it does not holds good. That means associative property does not holds good in division. Okay? So now we will see the next property, additive identity, and one more I already wrote here, multiplicative identity. What is additive identity? Let us say a number, I will take it 2. Additive means plus. Let us say 0. 2 plus 0 is 2. Now I take any number. Let us say 101 plus 0 is equal to, what is that? 101. Or 0 plus 90 is equal to 90. When I add any number with 0, when I add any number with 0 or 0 with any number, I will get the same number. The same number, what I am going to add, that number only I am going to get it. That means 0 is the additive identity. Why we are calling 0 as an additive identity? Because when you add with 0 to any number, we get the same number. That's why 0 is additive identity. So 0 is additive identity, and we are going to write in this form: a plus 0 is equal to a, or 0 plus a. 0 plus a is equal to a plus 0 is equal to a plus 0 is equal to a, 0 plus a means also a. Now here that means 0 is additive identity. Now multiplicative identity. Now identity means 1. Multiply, because it is multiplication. Multiply 1 to any number. Let us say 23. I will get the same number. Let us say 44 into 1. I will get 44. What is the meaning of this? If I multiply with 1 any number, I will get the same number. If I multiply with 1 any number, I will get the same number. That's why 1 is multiplicative identity. I can write in this form: a into 1 is equal to a. 1 into a is equal to also a. So 1 is multiplicative identity. Now you say 1 is multiplicative identity. 1 is multiplicative identity, 0 is additive identity. Okay? Now the next property, fifth one, distributive property. Here also addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, but which is already holds good, already I checked it, that's I am going to write directly. Now you see how it is going to distribute. The first one, a into b plus c. This is distributive property on multiplication on addition. Now you see how it is going to be distributed. A into b plus a into c. So this is the way to distribute. Okay. Now same thing with minus. A into b. Now minus as it is, this minus as it is, a into c. So distributive property 1 and 2 properties are there. This one we are going to use when we are going to solve the exercise problem. Now the last one is very simple, already you know, just I am going to revise it. Multiplication by 0. Any number you take it, any number. When you multiply with a 0, you always get 0. Let us say 0 multiplied by 1, 0. 100 multiplied by 0, 0. Now you see 5 into 90 into 23 into 41 into 0. What is the answer? No need to multiply this because when you are multiplying any number with a 0, you will always get 0. Okay? So thank you very much. In the next class we are going to solve exercise problem.